Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. Today's my first official. Wait, we got to Italy yesterday. Well, today's my first official day here in Italy. We're in Milan actually. Yesterday we were in Germany. I want to thank you guys again for all the patience and everything that is that you guys have done in really assisting us and stuff like that. So. Really do appreciate the thumbnail. I usually don't change up the thumbnail. That's actually the view that we have of right outside of our room. So we're right next to the plaza of the cathedral in like the core of Milan. So beautiful, beautiful place. We're going to be taking some videos and stuff like that for you guys. We're going to go grab dinner in just a bit. I wanted to recap on one of my trades. The market opened about 3 hours ago, a little bit over 3 hours ago. I traded for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Was able to do very well with only 2 stocks that I traded. I'm going to recap. I'm going to show you guys my profits, what led to my success, what I could have done a little bit better. There were still, areas of opportunity when it came down to the position that I took today. And although I did well, I easily could have cleared a little bit over $1,000 profit today. I'm still very pleased, over $700 profit. Yesterday was my first day trading in Europe, and that was in Germany, and I closed a little bit over $500 profit. So we've been doing pretty well. I did my recap video for my trades in Germany like a couple hours ago. For those that were able to tune in, it was about 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in the morning, so I do apologize for that. I know it's pretty early, if I'm not mistaken. It should be around 9:57 in like California and Arizona, and that's where I'm from. So I'm going to be traveling for about 8 more days, 7 more days, and then we're going to head back. So again, the places that we're going to be visiting, for those that continue to ask, is right now we're in Italy, Milan. We're going to go to Rome. We're going to then go to Mykonos, Greece, and then we're going to go to Paris, and then we're going to fly back to LAX. So let me go ahead and recap on my trades, as that's what you guys are here for, and then we can go from there. So thank you guys again for tuning in. So first of all, this is ticker symbol GDS. I talked about this very briefly when it came down to the morning live chat. So I did go live today very briefly for about 10 to 20 minutes for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, just because I had a couple things that I had to do. So GDS did a pretty solid job trading this one today. $574.15 profit, as you guys can see on the right hand side. And then let me show you my profits on JNUG. JNUG is a descending pattern. I was able to scalp it very briefly. For those that follow me on Instagram, I did an actual 15-second video that I uploaded about the trade that I took. So I was watching JNUG, I was watching /GC, and for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, I put it under group alerts that /GC was bouncing, made for a very quick little day trade. Bounce right here, continued to show signs of an uptrend, broke above the EMA line. That's where I added my second position, and then it really started to consolidate right around 875, around there. I sold at 873, so I locked in profits right away. My trade was not huge. It was a little bit over $133, as you guys can see. And then again, with my trade on GDS being a little bit over $574 altogether. So once I pull up this, with the 2 trades, total of $707.34. I posted this on Instagram for those that follow me, so you guys can feel free to check that out. Area of opportunity for today, one thing that I could have done better is when it came down to trading GDS, and where I was trading it at was right here, around this area right here. It started showing signs of a sell-off, started reversing back up, did a pretty solid job, not really. Honestly, I could have done so much better. I could have locked in profits right away. I remember being up $400, and then it pulled back, and then I was down, so I gave back the entire $400, and then I ended up in the green, right? Because it recovered and it showed signs of an uptrend. One thing that I could have done much better is after it had this very aggressive sell-off, I did a really good job, buying back in again. One thing that I like to do is I was kind of looking at this as kind of a horizontal pattern and focusing less on the middle and top and bottom VWAP and stuff like that. I was trying to identify the low points around $37, the high points at around $38, and trying to scalp that and add more to my position and then sell it off. As you guys saw within the past maybe hour, if you're part of TechBud Solutions or Learn Plan Profit, I went from $400 profit to $500 to $600, then to a little bit over $700 profit, and it's all because of my position on GDS and how I continue to add to my position as this thing continued to make higher highs, confirm the uptrend, and every time that it would pull back, it would bounce on the EMA line, so I felt that much more confident. Now, it looks like GDS is a little bit more on the overbought side, not so much of a good deal, so I don't think I'm going to be trading it anymore. I want to congratulate all those that were able to properly take advantage of DGAS today. DGAS has been trending in between the middle and top VWAP. /GC has been descending all day, and it makes sense, right? 2.47%. That's an amazing trade. Again, what are my normal position sizes? For the specific account that I'm trading with, it's anywhere from around $20,000 to $25,000 of my position sizes today. My JNUG position was a little bit less, but my GDS position was around $20,000 to $25,000 every single time that I took a position. So just wanted to share that with you guys with the recap, what led to my success. Now looking at GDS, also not only on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, but one thing that I would encourage you to do is on the 180-day 4-hour chart. So once this chart loads, we could see that it's approaching this SMA line and it's showing signs of a peak formation. This could act as a potential resistance, which means that then GDS can pull back. I would just consider that if you're planning on swing trading. I'm not swing trading anything just due to market volatility, and I just want to make that very aware. Also, DGAS is pretty overbought as of right now. It's reaching this SMA indicator as well. So just consider the idea of this thing potentially pulling back, and then natural gas will try to recover. I think DGAS can pull back, but I can see this bouncing on the EMA line just like we've seen it multiple times before as it approaches a little bit closer to $24 and stuff like that. And then when it comes down to JDST and JNUG, I think we did an amazing job talking about how JNUG and /GC for all those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. I told you guys to keep a very close eye on this descending pattern for JNUG and this resistance that not only has it shown it once, but it makes sense on why it would get rejected again right around this SMA line and this descending pattern. So again, it's not just trying to invest in something that's actively trending up, but it's making sure that you understand that you're investing in something that still has margin to cover, still has margin to grow. And as of right now, I feel like this is much more on the overbought side. That's why I focus a little bit less on trying to swing trade JNUG and focus a little bit more on maybe just a day trade position. Once we get the confirmation that JNUG starts to pull back, then I would feel that much more comfortable taking a position on JDST if that's what I want to do. But moving on forward, just wanted to share that with you guys as well. Also, JDST is showing signs of a descending pattern, so I'm kind of like iffy on either ever swing trading, or not ever swing trading, but swing trading JDST as it's showing signs of a descending pattern and stuff like that. So BABA did a pretty solid job trying to push up. So did Facebook, and then they continued to get rejected. So one thing, this is pretty much what I want to end it with. Let's see. All right. So one thing that I wanted to talk about is one thing that we did really well within Learn, Plan, Profit today is we were really focusing on the idea of only trading patterns that were actively trending up. If you guys saw, one of the biggest things that we experienced today as the market opened was that huge pullback. Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon, Netflix, GDS, all the major companies that I was watching all pulled back pretty aggressively. They shot up and then they pulled back right away. I don't know if you guys were able to experience that or were able to identify that, but one thing that we said was like, if you just take a step back, so we're always so focused on taking a position, right? And if you focus a little bit more on making sure that you take quality positions, if you see that the overall market is pulling back, it's not just your stock, you can do technical analysis on a bunch of other stocks. One thing that I have seen that has assisted a lot of members is taking a step back, understanding that overall market is pulling back, and it almost would make more sense to simply wait for this huge pullback to happen, and then when it does, if it's 1 or 2 days later, there's all this margin for recovery, right? All this margin of potential profit that it has to recover, and because you didn't buy and take a position and bag hold it all the way down, you're able to ride that margin all the way back up if it recovers. So one of the best things that we encourage our traders to do is to be very selective with what they choose to invest in, especially when the market is not in their favor. Just wanted to make sure that I shared that with you guys, so you guys don't overtrade, don't bag hold something when something is pulling back, because that has to be one of the I think worst feelings, and that's something that I experienced with GDS today. Right as GDS pushed up and it hit highs of $8, I locked in profits right away. I was up only like $50 originally, and it pulled back, right? And then once it started to consolidate, show more signs of an uptrend pattern, then again, the pattern was in my favor at that point because it sold off. I didn't write it down, and if I would have bag held that, then I would have not been able to make the little bit over $500 profit on GDS and a little bit over $100 profit on JNUG as well. So yeah, that's really just it. I just wanted to share that with you guys, wanted to recap. I hope that some of the information that I shared within this video, based on my recap, my technical analysis, how much we emphasize on focusing on quality trades and always locking in profits. That's one of our sayings, is like no one goes broke by locking in profits. And I hope that you guys really stay true to that. Regardless if you're trading full-time, trading part-time, one of the biggest things is consistency. And as you guys can see by many of my videos, we try to consistently stay green. Even if it's the smallest amount of profit, again, green is green, and it's something that 95% of the market can do. So I wish you guys the best when it comes down to trading. I did have a promotion for those that tuned in for the Sunday Stock Talk, and I did promo code Germany, right? I offered $40 off because I had a really, or what was it? I think it was just because so many people tuned in. I had a really solid day yesterday, and one of the agreements that we had was as I go through my Europe trip, right, and I visit these different cities, I'm going to be offering series of discounts within the Learn Plan Profit course. So the Learn Plan Profit community are the people that get to watch me trade live. So they get to see me enter and exit my positions. They get to ask me questions kind of like while I'm trading. So it's kind of like this, but they can see my screen and they see my entries and my exits. So because of how I performed today, one thing that I'm going to do is create a new promo code. It's going to be promo code Milan because, again, I'm going to be in Rome, so I don't want it to be the same promotion. So for all those that are interested, I'm going to really quickly move this on over here. I'm going to create a new promo code for the Learn Plan Profit course. And then after, oh, wait, Justin, are you on your computer? Yeah? Are you? Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. So for all those that are interested, how much would you guys like, how much do you think is fair? So we had 700, huh? Another 40? Yeah, but the other ones sold out already. No, Justin, my goodness. All right, let me know let's see what you guys are saying. So 25. I'm trying to can you try to create it? I'm going to try to answer a couple questions and then, yeah. Yeah, so promo code is going to be MILAN. It'll be for the first, we'll just do 10 people this time. So we'll do 10 people and we'll do, yeah, so for all those that are asking, I hope you guys know that it's a one-time fee, right? First of all, you guys don't have to purchase the course. I hope you guys all know that. We have thousands of members, hundreds of thousands of members within TechBot Solutions. We have over 145,000 members. We're the fastest growing private trading community. We're the largest YouTube channel for those that invest in the stock market. There's a bunch of free information out there. So I hope that you guys know that it's going to take time, and it's like, if you're going to enroll in the course for me to tell you what to do, I don't sell signals. I don't tell you where to buy. I don't tell you where to sell. The whole point of the course is the videos are structured in a manner that's very efficient to learn. And that's not even like where the huge value is. The huge value is either the Learn Plan Profit private group and also being able to watch me trade live and ask me questions in real time. I help a majority of our Learn Plan Profit members, if you direct message me, to plan out your trade on a weekly basis. And that's something that I think is, a lot of that. Like, how many times have you taken a position, ended up going red, and then you're like, wow, if someone would have just been able to, give me their own 2 cents and gotten a secondhand opinion on the specific pattern, I could have done so much better. And that's exactly what it is that we do. I mean, our traders do a great job doing their technical analysis, and sometimes they might be a little bit more emotional. For someone like myself that isn't very attached to whatever it is that they are trading, I tell them what it is that I think. If I think it's overbought and not so much of a good deal, then that's the information that I share with them. So again, I want you guys to know that it's going to take time, it's going to take work, but if you're willing and you're able to invest both that time into it, then I'd be more than happy to assist you. So is it created? Let's do another 40. And for all those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, you guys can answer. So 10. Yeah.
10 are available.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be promo code. I'm going to post it on Instagram as well then. So we'll get the first 10 people. Promo code Milan, MILAN. It'll be $40 off the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library. And again, that's going to be that first link in the description if you're interested. If not, 100% understand. We have the TechBot Solutions group, which is where you get to network with thousands of free members as well. So yeah, so bro, you should go on the rooftop of the cathedral. It's amazing. Only costs $20. I like it. Okay, so for those that are seeing it with the lag, so it's going to be promo code Milan. All right. All right, sounds good. Guys, thank you guys again. So it's $40 off for the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library. So I have a question. What was it? Christian is asking, do you ever plan to expand or create a new YouTube channel where you focus in different niches other than investing in the stock market? No, this is kind of this YouTube channel. I mean, one of the exciting things, I wasn't really going to talk about it, but in my trip here in Europe, you guys know that how I'm buying a new house, right? We are expected to, so we're going to have to go to a U.S. embassy, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, so go to a U.S. embassy, most likely in Rome, and that's where I'm going to sign and finalize the documents for the new house and be able to move in as soon as I get back. So we've been going through the whole, what is it, like escrow and all that, right? Yeah, so it took like, 30 days? It was a pretty quick close, so 30 to 45 days, and I signed the official paperwork and stuff like that here in Rome, and I thought I didn't even know that you could do that. So again, I'm traveling with Harley and stuff like that, and he's going to be with me and signing all the paperwork and stuff like that. So super pumped on that, really blessed, and I thought it would make kind of like of an interesting video. So I talked about real estate, I talked about some of the other markets that I invest in, kind of like buying and reselling cars and the flipping wheels lesson library that we have for that. But yeah, I mean, that's really just it. So I want to, again, thank you guys for everything that is that you guys do. So just bought it using the code. Thanks, Ricky. What's going on, XChucks? Super happy to have you as part of the team. So thank you guys again. Hope you guys all have an amazing Tuesday. Let's keep it simple. Let's be extra picky and make sure that every stock meets every single criteria that we choose to invest in, and that we're very selective with what we choose, right? Let's focus on that quality and keep it simple. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.